Hi, friends! Barkey Dog here, back with another movie review. There's just something about a good kung fu movie, am I right? I could do a whole channel devoted to nothing but chopsocky movies. There's so many, and so many good ones. And I'll be reviewing some more of those in the near future. This time I have a really special kung fu picture for you. One that laid the groundwork for later films like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. In fact, we wouldn't have Crouching Tiger if not for the foundation built by this movie. This time we're talking about Come Drink With Me from 1966. Our story goes like this. There's a police caravan marching along through China one day when they're set upon by this eunuch and his gang of bad guys. They kill everyone except for one guy who turns out to be the governor's son. They kidnap him and are holding him for blackmail. They want the governor to release their evil leader in exchange for his son. Enter our heroine, an operative in disguise known as the Golden Swallow. She's called the Golden Swallow because her calling card is a throwing dart with one end in the shape of a bird. She's badass and has a big reputation, so bad guys fear her. She shows up and demands the release of the captive. This, of course, leads to fights, including an interesting sequence where they test each other's skills in an inn. An inn as a location for action, later becoming a trope in these kind of action pictures. These bad guys have taken over a Shaolin monastery to use as their headquarters and are cruel to the monks, who seem helpless to get rid of the crooks. The Golden Swallow keeps trying to free the captive and take out the bad guys. Along the way, she gets some help from the local hobo, who is secretly assisting her. It turns out he has a secret past, and while he plays a clownish buffoon and a drunk, when he finally uncorks his powers, you realize that he was only playing the fool and wasn't actually one. Can our heroine, the Golden Swallow, save the captive, bring the bad guys to justice, and restore order? And what is the secret of his past haunting our hobo hero? Come Drink With Me was put out by the famous Shaw Brothers studio, who had most of the biggest stars and some of the best remembered kung fu movies. This movie was one of the first to take the concept of the kung fu genres seriously, with proper drama and character development. Come Drink With Me is still referenced today in homages and callbacks and archetype characters. That's how important this movie was. Fortunately, there are good prints available in widescreen, so we can enjoy the excellent direction and all the action. Come Drink With Me was a big hit, and that led to a direct sequel the following year with The Golden Swallow. And later, in 1971, the principal cast reunited for another movie called The Shadow Whip, although that one isn't connected to the Golden Swallow stories. The Golden Swallow is played by Cheng Pei-Pei, who later appeared in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon as the Jade Fox. I'm giving Come Drink With Me 3 1/4 paws up. The movie sets a standard, and it's well worth your time. It's old school before the land rush of kung fu pictures in the 1970s. It has a great cast, interesting characters, and some good action. You can watch my review of War of the Arrows here. And down there, you can see more reviews of movies from the 1960s. You take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.